We're Kim and Al. Last year we made some pretty big changes. We retired, sold our house in the city, and moved north to an old farm homestead at the end of its life. Our plan is to build an off-grid home ourselves. This year, with our solar and septic systems completed, as well as basic four-season shelter, we're ready to take on the challenge of building our forever home. We're excited to share our experience as we continue to create this new life on the North River. So we've had a lot of rainy weather here. It's been pretty cold. We got our first snow. And so we haven't really been able to get much done outside other than cutting up the wood and getting ourselves all prepared that way. But this weekend it's supposed to be 15. Today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday we're supposed to have beautiful weather. So we're going to get outside and we're going to make sure that we get that soffit done and the fascia, well at least as much as we can get done. And we're also going to finish up the solar shed, just getting that stained so that it matches all in the walls where Al has put in those extra slats. And so he's just using the nail gun now and he's going to make sure they're all in there tightly because some of them have been falling out. And then once he's done that, I'm going to start to stain that and we're going to get the scaffolding up and get started.
So is that halfway?
I don't know.
Okay, so we gotta...
Can you tell from the bottom?
It looks about halfway, maybe just under.
Okay.
And so we're gonna get boards from the farmhouse and do more burning?
Yeah, well, I've got a couple more pieces that we can just chop up. Like there's one there and that, like I can just, that are already burnt.
Yeah.
So I'll cut those to length. That'll give us a head start. But yeah, we're gonna have to bring down some boards and denail them and all that fun stuff. Yeah, we do.
Stars last night, did not believe that I would end up right. Lucky endings were not something for me. I drove around all across the land, thought that I was caught in a one-man band, but playing all those sad and lonely CEO entrepreneur, Jeffrey Bezos. My dreams were shattered and I was done. I was roaming down the street in my weary feet, and then you came along with the love so strong. You took me out of the cold into the fire. You picked me up when I'm down on the ground. Whenever I'm low, you are lifting me higher. And when I am lost, you make sure that I'm found.
this is a really close-up shot. Doesn't show the shirt or the clothes I'm wearing because Kim's getting tired of my gross, dirty clothes. However, all this work that we're doing with this siding and the soffit and the fascia is all using this burnt wood, which is incredibly dirty. You can't do anything with this job without getting covered in soot from head to toe. So, meh. However, in addition to, just wanted to give you a quick update on the eavestrough. We just reinstalled it, literally just finished. It's quitting time before I started getting sour. And it was a lot easier, obviously, the second time around. One thing that I did differently, we can draw some pictures or show you or whatever, but what I would do is instead of trying to ram one piece into the other, which really doesn't fit very gracefully, I use my tin snips and I kind of cut a bit of that lip around on the top of it so that it just kind of went together like a puzzle piece. The other thing is I had all my clamps handy, and the most important piece was installing wood that I pre-cut to the slope that I wanted the gutter to follow, and we installed that first. Then we put the gutter on top, so rather than trying to adjust it and hold it in the air while you put it in place, we could rest it on top. And even better, with that little apron that we created, the gutter would slip underneath the apron and then on top of the that piece that I mentioned, that's that slope. And what was really kind of neat was the pressure of the apron trying to pull back against the wall held it up for me. So it was really, really simple compared, although it did really take us most of the day. A lot more simple, a lot cleaner than the last install. So I was able to clamp and join up the pieces. There's not really much in the way of gaps. You can see a little bit of the white gutter seal, but once that's set and cured, tomorrow we'll get the paint and we'll paint it up and make it nice and clean. But looks like we're good to go. Oh, and the other thing was, this time I made sure to mark all the studs, and each one of the little hangers are straight in the stud end on the north side. So a lot more solid. There's a hanger every 16 inches. So even if we get the situation like we had last year, where in the shadow on the north side, if it's below zero but the roof is above zero, when the water goes in and hits and freezes, even if it ice dams up, because it's got that added piece of wood holding it up plus the 16 center hangers, I think it could hold a solid chunk of ice right to the rim on that thing. So we're good to go.
Take a leap of faith.